everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a drugstore haul, first impressions reviewy type video. I've also picked up some old favourite bits. So we're going to dive straight in, and the first place that I visited was Superdrug. If you watched my Come Shopping With Me vlog from earlier this week, you will know that I went to Superdrug and Boots, both in the same shopping trip. Moving on, Superdrug. The first things I picked up were these, and these are the Real Techniques sets of sponges, and you guys will know that I love my orange Real Techniques sponge so much. And I saw these mini ones, couldn't resist because they're tiny, and I don't get Easter eggs. I don't get to eat Easter eggs because I can't have most chocolate. So these are like my little Easter treat to myself because they look like eggs, but I won't be eating them. I'll be putting them on my face. And I also got these ones as well, which are the Real Techniques like Marie Curie range, which I think they look so funny. They all just look like little Easter eggs, and I think that it's so cute. Yeah, picked those up, really like those. I think those are exclusive to Superdrug, but I'm not 100%. The other thing I picked up was the L'Oreal Mega Volume Miss Baby Roll Mascara, and I didn't think I would like this necessarily. I wanted to try something new, and I thought this one could be good, but I thought it could go either way. You know, when you're like, this is either going to be amazing or really, really terrible. And I'm pleased to say, I think it's amazing. I really like it. It basically gives me the lashes that I aim to get every single day. I would love for it to have a little bit more length to it, but for a drugstore mascara I am super impressed. It's basically like the L'Oreal Full Slash Sculpt, is that what it's called? I cannot remember the name of it. It's one of my favourite L'Oreal mascaras, and it's basically that, but it's not as thick, so you don't get like super clumpy lashes. I find with that one that I can make my lashes look a little bit on the clumpy side, whereas this, I was layering it and they don't look clumpy to me at all anyway, and I'm really impressed with it, so I would highly recommend that one. And then I also picked up a couple of things from Tiny Bear Cosmetics, the first thing being the Peachy Glow Cheek Palette, and I have the Rosy Flush palette, I think, and I've always wanted to try this one, and it's never normally in stock, but this one was in stock, so I picked it up, and it is so pretty. I really like the bronzer in it. I like the bronzer in the other one as well. I thought it was very similar to NARS Laguna. This one is a little bit on the lighter side. It's more, I feel like it's more honey toned, and I think it works really nicely for a summer bronzer. And then Apricot Flush, which is the blush in this. I've always wanted to try this because I thought it looked beautiful, and these are the kind of blush tones that I go for. They're the ones that tend to work most with my skin tone, and they look very natural-y. And I tried that and really, really liked it. And the highlighter in it, which is Champagne Shimmer, is beautiful. Super, super impressed with that. I think the one in the Rosy Flush palette was a little bit more on the icy side, but this for me is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm super impressed with that palette. I love all of Tanya's things that she does, but that especially is like a real highlight for me. I'm going to be using that for a long time to come, which is good because my Charlotte Tilbury Look in a palette is running out. I've hit pan, I never hit pan. Oh, the light's going. Oh, kitty. We're at that time of year where I have lighting issues. I now just can't see anything because the light has changed so drastically. Then I also picked up two lipsticks as well, and the first one was one that I've been after for quite a while, which is Wild Safari, and it's a beautiful orangey red, very similar to the nail colour that I'm wearing right now. This isn't the one that I chose to wear today, but I know that I'm going to get so much wear out of this, and I really like the formula of these lipsticks. And then I also picked up Happily Ever After, which is a really beautiful like peachy corally colour. It's absolutely gorgeous and perfect for summer, so I cannot wait to get wearing that. There is a continuous banging that I can hear in my flat, and I'm really hoping you guys can't hear it. It is so annoying. There's drilling going on outside, there's banging going on up there. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Anyway, I picked up quite a few skincare bits and Boots, some old favourites, and then some new things that I wanted to try out, and then one really, really boring thing that I thought was really funny and that I'd show. But the first thing I picked up was Hydroluron. I'm running out of my Sarah Chapman Intense Hydrating Booster, and this is a very similar product, so I thought I'd go back to it. I also remember my skin being so good when I used to use this. But in short, if you're wondering what it does, it basically helps your moisturiser to kind of sink in better. It's been described as working like a glue for your moisturiser to make it sink in and be more effective. I'm looking forward to trying that again. And then I also picked up the La Roche-Posay Cerazing. Basically this is great for me for stopping the spread of spots, which I find can really happen on my skin. Basically going back to a lot of old favourites at the moment, ones that I know that my skin really does like. And then we have the La Roche-Posay Toleriane Ultra, which is a product that my friend Amelia recommended to me a really long time ago, and I used it for quite a while and then kind of forgot about it, but I decided that I'm going to go back to it. This is one of those products that I know is just really nice and neutral on my skin and it doesn't freak it out too much, but it's really nice and like hydrating. And then we have a product that is new to me from Then, and this is basically a hydrating serum, and I thought I'd give this a go just because I'm running out of my Sarah Chapman serum. It feels really lovely on the skin, it doesn't have too much of a scent, and it just feels super hydrating. I think my skin is going to like this a lot. Then I also picked up a new toothbrush. This is not sponsored. I know this is a really random thing for me to have in a Boots haul. Basically, I just saw that Colgate have this like whitening pen, and I've been looking everywhere for it because I was like, I want that, I want to try that, it looks so cool. I can't get into the packaging, but basically this toothbrush comes with a little whitening pen that you can stick on the inside. I just want the whitening pen. It looks cool. So I'm gonna give that a try. If any of you have used this already, let me know what you think in the comments. Then from Boots, we have so much stuff. I picked up so many things in there. Lots of those things being lip products because there were a few new ones that I hadn't tried, a few new shades, things like that. First things I picked up in there were the new L'Oreal foundations, and these are the Infallible Total Cover Full Coverage Long Wear Foundation. I really like the look of this on other people. It actually doesn't look too heavy or cakey on a lot of the people that I've seen this on at all, so I wanted to give it a go. I was initially very confused by the shade range. In all of my Boots and Superdrugs, it goes from shade 12 to shade 21, and there is a huge jump between them, and I cannot find a shade match in this range, and I'm very confused by that. So that was a little bit annoying. So I picked up 12 Natural Rose and 21 Golden Sand, and I've been mixing them. So I tried this morning, I mixed it together on the back of my hand, which did result in me getting makeup on my shirt, and I'm really annoyed about that. The colour match that I managed to mix together was absolutely fine, and I applied it with a couple of different brushes because I wasn't really sure on the best method of application for this one. I have to say that I think a beauty blender is probably the best for this, maybe smoothing it over your skin with your fingers first and then going in with the beauty blender. However you do it, I think a beauty blender is 100% a must for this because it looked awful on my skin before I used that, which is quite frustrating because not everyone likes to use a blending sponge. I am in two minds about this one. I don't think it's as full coverage as it's made out to be. I really don't understand how this is like advertised at covering acne and tattoos and lots of things like that, and maybe I wasn't using enough. I felt like I was using quite a lot, but my spots on my forehead weren't covered by this. I have spots around my nose and like my cheeks, redness around my nose that wasn't covered by this. If I'm honest, I don't think it will be an everyday reach for product for me either because I have to mix two of the shades together, which is just an extra faff. Like I have my favourite foundations that are a perfect match and I can just do one pump and I'm done, and the coverage is so much better. The longer this is sitting on my skin, I have to say it does look better, but when I initially put it on, I don't like it at all, and I did give it a couple of minutes to set to see how I feel. I'm not really sure. It looks fine on camera as well, like I'm looking at my skin now in the viewfinder, and it looks absolutely fine. So a little bit disappointed in that one. It's not one that I'll be reaching for every single day. But in addition to that, I did pick up a couple of old favourites from L'Oreal. These were ones that had dried up in my makeup collection. Lots of you will remember this one. It's the L'Oreal Nude Magique Cushion Foundation, and I love this so much. I have a full review, like a dedicated video on it. Side note, let me know if you would like to see more like dedicated reviews on stuff because I only did that a couple of times, but lots of you seem to really appreciate the thoughts on this. But if you want to see my full thoughts on it, do go and watch that video because it's like a whole video just for this product. But in short, this is a really lightweight cushion foundation. I would compare it to the YSL Fusion Cushion Foundation in terms of coverage. The YSL Touche Eclat Cushion Foundation that has just come out, that has a lot more coverage, so if you're looking for like a high-end cushion foundation that has quite a bit of coverage, I would definitely say that that one is the go-to. But if you like the Fusion ink but you want something that's a little bit more affordable, I would definitely recommend this one. And then I've also got the L'Oreal Glam Bronze. I absolutely love this stuff. Every time I use this, I'm like, why do I not use this more regularly? Because it gives the most beautiful, natural tanned look to my skin. Like I've never seen something look like such a natural tan. I don't think this will ever not be a favourite drugstore product of mine. It is a beautiful product. I did go kind of overboard in the cutaways of this, so hopefully you can't tell too much when you're seeing it. But even when you go overboard with this stuff, it is so blendable and you can continue to blend it in, and you just can't go orange with this, which is amazing as well. And yeah, I have a lot of love for this, so I'd highly recommend that. It's going to be a great summer product, unless you're oily, in which case it might be a bit too dewy, but you can set these with a powder. Sometimes if I'm feeling particularly oily, I go over with a powder bronzer over the top. But the look of this, for me, I think is always so worth the little bit of extra effort. Then we have a few new products from Maybelline. I picked up some old favourites, and I think one of these is also a new shade to me. I recently lost Creme de Rose. I think I may have spoken about this in a video, but Creme de Rose had been out of stock in Brighton for so long, and it was finally back in stock, so I picked that up, and I've used that on my eyes today. And then I also picked up Creme de Nude, which is one I haven't used before, but it's definitely a more yellowy tone. And then we have lip products, and I haven't bought any drugstore lip products in quite a while, so I went a little bit crazy here. In addition to the Tiny Bear lipsticks, I also picked up a few from L'Oreal, and one of these is the one I'm wearing today, which is this colour, and this is 227 Hype, and it is a beautiful corally orange, and I absolutely love this. It's so beautiful. And then I also picked up Striker Rose, which is part of the L'Oreal Colour Riche matte range, and I think that's just a recent launch that has come out, and it's a little bit too rosy. It didn't look that rosy in store, but I'm gonna give it a go anyway because it's really pretty. And then this one, which is in a blush or something like that, Blush in a Rush, and it's a really pretty pinky nude colour. I think this will be one of those ones that is forever like out of stock because it is so gorgeous. Then I also picked up one of Revlon's Colour Balm stains in the shade Rendezvous, and this is a really gorgeous corally pinky colour, like a peachy corally pink. It's really, really pretty, very like hydrating. I think this is going to be a really nice one for summer. And then I have one of the Maybelline Colour Sensational matte lipsticks. It's in the shade Craving Coral, and it's a really pretty orangey red corally colour. Pretty much it matches my nail colour. And then I also, there's a theme here, can you tell? This is In Love with Ginger from the Rimmel Moisture Renew lipstick range, and this was an old favourite of mine. I think I did a blog post on this years and years ago, so some of you might remember that. I thought I'd pick that up because it's an old favourite, and I used to love wearing it so much. So I'm really into my orangey reds at the moment. We're coming to that time of year where I am obsessed with that. I've been sitting here for so long that my legs are going dead and I can't feel them, which is a little bit scary. So I'm gonna go now. That is it from me today. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'll leave previous videos here if you want to go and watch more, and a subscribe button here if you'd like to join me for more videos. I would love to have you back. I hope you're all having the best day, and I'll see you guys in my next video.